Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of 7 Days to Die, and today we're going to be taking a look at building our castle build that we've been talking about for some time, and we're finally starting to put down some design ideas. Now I've just gone ahead and put down this idea here. I kind of wanted to measure up my sizing for my kind of corner towers. There is another measurement on that side, and the reason why we've done this size is so that it measures quite nicely with that wall there. Now that wall will be slightly higher than the tower, but the tower can be worked in with the community wall that we'll have built there. Now obviously we've still got a lot of the community stuff to do, but where we're at is this castle build. So I've just gone ahead and put down some supports here, just so I've got a way of getting up and down when we get to the higher levels. Now obviously we won't get our wooden ladders back, but we will get the rest of it back. And obviously if we head on inside, now this here is where the wall's going to be for the castle itself. This is where my measurements were, and at the time I didn't have any wood on me, so I did it with concrete stupidly. So I'm going to have to remove that. I think it's because I thought I'd have the size right and started laying down and then realised actually I want it indented. So it kind of looks like this. When we come inside, I was going to do like a grand spiral and staircase going up the towers, but realistically the size of this here, and it just didn't look right, so I've just gone ahead and done a simple little design like this. Then we can go up to here. Then if I get my ladders wherever they are, build some here, finish off these here, I can get up to the build nice and easily. I can start crafting the wall up when I can get up. There we go. Now, as I said, I've done the measurements on this, and I'm kind of happy with how it's going to look. Just swap that around there. So I'm kind of happy with the size and everything that it's going to be. There are a few things that I'm not 100% on yet, and I'm still going to work them out as we go. However, we will do. Now, I think the design we're going to go with is we're going to have like a kind of a Viking meeting hall in the center of the castle. Centre back, should I say. So we're going to have the long dining tables that they have with a top table kind of thing. And we'll probably build something that's got like a bit of a trapdoor system in, maybe. Haven't decided fully yet. We'll have a think about that. Now, I want to kind of give it a nice modern look. So we'll be painting it, giving it a bit of a design idea. Now, if you watch the power plant build, you know that I do like to have some good designs with good paint jobs. And thankfully we've got a system that we've got here where we're using one of the dev paintbrushes just to make things a little easier when it comes to painting, because everything is basically concrete, so we want to kind of give it a bit of a style when it comes to that. So if there's any questions with that, let me know in the comment section. But other than that, everything else is done au natural. We've got people working around the clock providing us with resources and going out there hunting stuff down. You can see the guys that already are working on clearing some more buildings. And we've got new people joining all the time as well, which is great. If you're interested in joining the server, then make sure you check out the description below. The details are in the description. Come say hello, let us know what you're about, and then we'll get you whitelisted onto the server. And at the moment, yeah, we're on day 219. They are about 4-hour days, so you can see that the clock is not quite as quick as it used to be, just because basically we were having about 2 hordes a day, which was just burning people out, burning ammo out, and we were just, yeah, it wasn't... It started getting unpleasant to play, so we decided to extend the period so we could get some builds in from people. We have a lot of builds done now, ready to show off. We've got some new ones popping up as well, which is nice. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that in one of the videos as well at some stage. But let me know what your thoughts are on the idea of this castle build. If you've got yourself some ideas, let me know. We'll try and work them in. This is going to be probably a once a week thing, so there'll be time if you can, if you've watched this early on, to get your ideas in. If you have given your ideas and unfortunately it's too late, then don't worry, we'll be doing some more builds as well along the way. So hopefully we'll do that. Now, I am boring you with talking whilst I get this wall done, because unfortunately this is going to be a lot of building. This is going to be massive, this. I've just got on me 2,000, or I had 2,000 concrete, give or take. Actually, I've got a little bit more than that, because I had the wedge ones as well. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to yeah, hopefully have a bit of a decent build. Now what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to build from a corner, and then I'm going to work my way out. So this is why I really want to get this tower done here, because then I've got this tower completed, and then I can work out from here what I want to do. Now I think I've measured it out, so we've got the right size for both sides. I think we've got a few more blocks to go yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. That's going to be like where the roof area is there, and then we're going to place our like little slanted brick ideas. Now let's see what we can do. Let's just get these concretes in here. As I say, I'm not 100% yet, so if hopefully you'll catch me before I do the painting episode in a couple of weeks' time. Let me know in the comment section if you've got a colour that might look good. Bit of an imposing castle colour. Then we'll do the interior a little bit more warmer and friendlier. Get a few campfires and stuff like that in there as well. It's going to look pretty cool. And as I said, I'm going to probably do like a little bit of a drop dungeon thing, so people drop in there and die. You know, usual stuff like that. But we've got a few ideas come. I've got the gate house idea that I need to build. I'm probably going to build a couple of internal towers as well. Maybe a little bit bigger than the one I've got here, or a little bit smaller. I've not decided yet. And then obviously we've got the wall design to do, and I want to make the wall so it's you know, nicely lit but not too lit. You know, what you would expect in a situational, well, in a castle like this, really. So we're almost there. We've got another couple of layers, I think. Then we can start putting the roof in. And we've just got to be careful as we start doing things, obviously, over the gaps, because this concrete still isn't dry yet. Let's just go ahead and place them blocks there so we don't forget about them. So yeah, 2 more blocks, and then that's going to be the same level as that there, without that little extra bit on top there. Go ahead and place that in. Then we know what level we can have the floor at. I say the floor, obviously it's the roof if you're looking from underneath, but it is the floor for this layer. And we're going to go for a typical kind of design idea for it. So we've got it like 1 block in, 1 block out kind of thing. So it's typical of a castle. We've already gone through 500 blocks. I think it was a 500 blocker. Oh no, it wasn't. It was a smaller one of the two. Still gone through a couple hundred blocks, and obviously we already had half the tower set up. So there we go. Now this is going to be a step-by-step build of the castle. So if you are interested in seeing how it's built, then obviously I will keep it as such. So I will, you know, maybe have a little bit of a chatter about some various bits and bobs on the server. If you don't like that, and if you just want to see the build, then there will be also a separate video coming out for just the time, basically. Oh no, I didn't want to do that there. It'll be a time-lapse version of the build. There'll be no chat on there. You can enjoy watching it get built. But I know some people enjoy watching it in real time. I want to give that option to everybody if they want it. Right, let's have a look. Is it that one there? It is that one there. So we don't want to build over the top of where our ladder's going to come in from. I want to keep these episodes as short as I can, and anything that's going to be like a bit more lengthy, maybe doing an entire section of a wall like this, I might just cut off and do it off camera. But the majority of the build and anything substantial is going to be done completely on camera, completely in survival. We only do builds in survival. Anything creative mode is done for community flattening of areas like that, so we can get people building in areas. It's the only thing we do. Everything else is all completely survival. So if that's your kind of cup of tea for 7 Days to Die, then make sure you do check out our Discord and join us. Right, let's okay, so we've got our top section pretty much done here. Let's just get this last couple of ones in. And this will probably time quite nicely, because obviously 10 o'clock is when our night time starts. So we'll probably land it quite well. Then obviously we want to build all the way around here. This is so we don't drop ourselves off the edge, because you know we will. And if my calculations are correct and I've measured it right, it should work perfectly fine when I put in the 1 in, 1 out section of the wall. But you never know with these things. Yeah, let's give it a go. 1 in, 1 out. What I mean by 1 in, 1 out is obviously literally one block into it, one block out of it, and it works. Look at that, perfectly. There we go. Oh. Oh, apparently I broke my leg on the ladder. It's going to be a pain. We'll have to get ourselves a splint at some stage, but we're not really going too far, so hopefully it won't cause us too many problems. We just can't run around now. Okay, right. Right, so that's the top of the castle done. And I'm liking it. Yeah, that's really annoying how slow it is. I may have to either throw myself off the end or get myself a plaster. But yeah, so this is going to be how the top of the castle's towers are going to be built. In theory, you could stand up here and you could pretty much kill anything if you want. Obviously, if you want to go like that, you'd have to go over the edge of it. But in theory, you know, long distance, you'd be absolutely fine. You got good coverage. And that's how the castle is designed. Now, I did think about potentially making another layer for this. However, I'm not 100% sure I want to do that at the moment. I'm going to first start without it. And then I'll see if I want to build like an internal layer into the towers. Build some windows and stuff like that. Thankfully, windows are literally just missing blocks, so that's easy enough. And I'll probably just like block up with, you know, some normal wooden blocks. And we'll go ahead and just place some windows in at some stage. I'm not too worried about drilling out things like that for like putting windows on and stuff. Let's not drop off the edge again. We're not healing anyway because I'm still walking around, so. But let's go ahead and place the blocks up. Now, if you're wondering how I'm building and going up while I'm not looking up, is actually pressing the S key, almost in reverse. So obviously I'm going up, but technically I'm looking down. So if I was press W, I'd be walking down, and obviously reversing that alternates it to what we want. There we go. Okay, we come up here nice and safely, and we've got our little area. You can see the other side there is going to match that as well. And you can see I've kind of built the area already. Again, I've got a couple of adjustments to make because it kind of goes out there rather than there. I'm going to continue going through there. The ground is quite flat there, but there is a lot of groundworks because I also don't know whether or not I'm going to dip into the castle, which I probably will do because I think it'll look kind of cool. But yeah, give me your idea on that. Let me know what you think. Let's go ahead and like going down there. Now, obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, and then that out. So we'll just drill it away. I think I may have gone one too far to the left there. Oh, we're right. We look right. We're right. Excellent. Obviously, I could have done it from the other side. Be a little bit easier, but with having the broken leg, I couldn't be bothered trying to work my way around it. Every time I walk on it, it extends the time. Now, obviously, I'm doing a 3-width walkway for the wall. It's going to look like this. Not like that, because that's wrong. Another block wasted. So yeah, so obviously it's not going to go all the way to the top, possibly. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to have a think about that. I may do like a lower wall compared to the tower, so the tower sticks out a bit more. And that may line up into an internal system here, which is probably more than likely. And as we can see, that's all drying out now, so hopefully we won't get any cave-ins. But yeah, I think that is actually what I'm going to do. We'll end up with an internal floor here, I think. But let's go ahead and like start thinking about the wall structure. Now the tower is 22 blocks high if you include the outer wall section on the top there. So we can work with that. So if we say 20 blocks and then the 2 extras, we're going to probably want the wall to be about 15 high. So let's have a look about doing that. 1, 2, 3. So the way I do this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Place that in there. Excellent. Again, that's where we're going to go with that there. Ugh. Jumping up and down is just going to extend how long this break's going to take, and it's a bit of a pain. What we can do now is we can just keep doing this, and what we're going to do is we're going to basically have a wall we can just walk straight up, but we can see how high it's going to go and how it's going to work for us. Another thing you can do is sit on top of it like so. Then you can see where you're going to go, and then reverse. This way is probably a little bit easier, to be fair. But I'm going to finish off here with the wall being at the height that we want. And I'm not counting to make sure I am doing that height. So let's just get a bit of a count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we've done 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have. Block 5. A lot of counting to get these walls measured up and looking good. And the reason why we're obviously wanting them all to be the same size is because obviously we don't want one side of this castle being slightly lower, because even though you won't notice it at first, I guarantee you when you're driving up to it, you'll notice and be like, that wall does not look quite right. Before you know it, you're trying to rip the whole thing down, trying to get one wall to be a different size. You can't work out, you fall off, kill yourself and all sorts. It's just a pain. Let's do it right the first time. Ish anyway, give or take. There'll be some alterations along the way, I think. Just like the power plant, I tend to do things on the fly, so, you know, I'll make adjustments as and when it's needed. I've lost count again already because I've kept talking. So let's just go ahead and just do what I believe is correct by doing this. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be 15 high. Go. And of course, what we'll do is we'll walk back down and we'll just measure it by using the wooden plank. The wooden frames. So 1, we've got the right size, and 2, we've got a way of getting up without having to walk up the side of it when it comes to building it. Right. Yep, I'm making my break worse. Right, let's have a look. Now we've got 16 ladders, so it better be 15 high, otherwise we might have problems here. Okay, let's have a look. 1, oh no. So now we've only got 15 ladders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think we might be 1 off slightly, which I'm not going to delete because obviously we need that extra bit of wall anyway. We've only got 15 ladders, so hopefully the ladders will go all the way up this. We've got 1 left over. I counted wrong, which is quite possible. But on this case I can be let off because I did count correctly. So what this is going to mean is basically this here will be like so, like so, like so. We already know that that means that there is the top of our wall. Perfect. We're now getting the shape of our wall done, and we're going to need an internal doorway here, because this is where we're going to have our next layer. Now, okay, it's only 5 layers lower, but it means we can get that window attack so we can see further down. Or it just looks kind of cool. But it's not that big at all. Now this may lead to me throwing myself off. Let's hope I don't. There we go. That's going to be the next layer for this. The good thing about that as well is we've also now got access to the up and down from the ladders. We can go higher or lower now, just from that ladder there. We don't need to worry about it too much because obviously we built a ladder on the side. Why have I got a hole there? I did not notice that. Go ahead and fix that while we're at it. Okay. We can finish off this internal section, but we'll do another one on the other side where the wall's going to be as well. Let's head on down for a minute. And let's see how it looks. Oh, I broke it even more. Okay, right, well, let's have a look. I mean, looking from down here up to it, I'm liking the size. It's slightly smaller than what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a bigger castle. The walls are quite, the towers are quite wide. But I think overall, it's going to look like a kind of cool castle, I think. I do like the size of them towers. So that's going to be me for now. We've got a lot of work to do with this. I've got 3 more of them to do, and obviously I'm going to talk about internal ones as well. We've got the wall completely to build. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see more of this, or if you'd like me to skip the wall builds and stuff like that and just give you more of the nitty-gritty stuff. But I will, for now, keep continuing on with this, so those of you who enjoy it can see it. And then obviously, as I said earlier, there'll be a time lapse for everybody else who doesn't want to watch it build by build. But until next time, everybody, take care for now, and I shall see you all on the next episode. Bye bye for now.